don't think it's a mole rat.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most spine-chilling locations in the Fallout games. We're not including vaults on this list, as we already did a separate list on the creepiest vaults, so go and check that one out next.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre casino. We all have. The legend, the curses.
Number 10. Andale, Fallout 3.
You're new here, aren't you? Wow. I've never got a chance to talk to the new people. Dad always takes care of them, before I get a chance.
You'll find this all-American town far south in the capital wasteland, but not everything is as it seems. The people here are just too friendly, too chipper, welcoming you into Andale in a way you just can't help but be suspicious of. And you're right to be suspicious, because the town's residents are cannibals.
Well, they're not. They're killers. Every one of them. Run! Get out while you can!
If you investigate the town, you'll eventually find stashes of human flesh as part of an unmarked quest called Our Little Secret. But then, you have a choice.
You see, now that's nice to hear. Every time someone discovers our little secret, it's always, oh, you're terrible people, or how can you do this?
You can either wipe out the town, the good karma route, or agree with them by either passing a speech skill check or making use of the perk Cannibal if you've taken it. Number 9. Point Pleasant, Fallout 76.
Children, the summoning shall commence.
This small town in West Virginia has one very famous resident, Mothman. This prophetic cryptid is speculated by some to be responsible for 1967's tragic Silver Bridge collapse, and now stalks the wilderness of post-apocalyptic Appalachia. When you visit Point Pleasant in Fallout, you can explore the world-famous Mothman Museum, full of Mothman information and memorabilia. In 2021, things got much creepier as the cult of the Mothman arrived, bringing with them random encounters with the creature itself. He's one of the most sinister beasts to ever grace the wasteland with his presence. Creepier yet, you can also collect and cook the eggs the Mothman lay. Number 8. The Dunwich Building, Fallout 3.
Sharp knife. Sharp knife to send him to Deep Temple. Flay and say my words. Abdul comes again on the Feast of the Weaker.
This sinister office building is miles away from anything else in the capital wasteland, meaning you'll likely only find it if you're going looking.
Lord help me. They're real. Not quite what Thor said, but close. These things look.
Once inside, you'll see various ghostly flashbacks, doors will open of their own accord, and you'll find a sacrificial obelisk.
Born again. Here. Al-Hazared. Yes!
With the addition of the Point Lookout DLC, a side quest, Dark Heart of Blackhall, will give you a cursed book called the Krivekne. You must take it back to the Dunwich Building in the capital wasteland where it belongs to get good karma.
Yes, the Krivekne. The Blackhall family has a long, evil history with the book.
All of this is one big reference to H.P. Lovecraft, with the name Dunwich coming from the Dunwich Horror and the Krivekne standing in for the infamous Necronomicon. Number 7. Pikman Gallery, Fallout 4.
I heard Pikman skinned Roy alive after he snatched him. Let the rats get at him. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
While Dunwich Borers LLC also returned in Fallout 4 to be the subject of another creepy location, there's a much more interesting Lovecraft reference found in the streets of Boston. Throughout the world, you'll sometimes find the victims of violent murders, all with Pikman's calling card on them. Or maybe you were asked to investigate by Hancock.
Why did they want you so badly? A small disagreement. They objected to my hobby of collecting their heads.
Either way, you can eventually find the Pikman Gallery, showing a dozen disturbing and gruesome paintings inside. Journey deep into the basement to find Pikman himself, getting the quest Pikman's Gift, which ends with you unlocking a rare weapon.
If you visit my house again, look deep within my painting, Picnic for Stanley, and you will find my gratitude.
This is an homage to the Lovecraft story, Pikman's Model, also set in Boston. Number 6. Camp Searchlight, Fallout New Vegas.
I know that this place was originally a mining town before the NCR took it over.
You're always going to have to go to the fort to meet Kaiser at some point, which requires taking a boat from Cottonwood Cove in the southeast of the Mojave. But to reach Cottonwood Cove, you can't avoid passing through Camp Searchlight, a former NCR base that was irradiated by the Legion. It's now infested with feral ghouls, highly dangerous, and has a green color filter. On a first playthrough, you're probably just trying to make it through the other side alive, not stopping to help the prospectors or find the rare weapons. You'll learn the town's backstory as you go, and will be relieved when you finally escape. Number 5. The Crater of Adam, Fallout 4. The entirety of the glowing sea is pretty creepy if we're being honest.
The world will be shown Adam's glory. May Adam bless you with his glow.
Highly radioactive and almost completely uninhabitable, it's full of high-level super mutants, rad scorpions, and deathclaws. But in the heart of the glowing sea, at ground zero for the atomic bomb we see dropped on Boston at the start of the game, is the Crater of Adam.
If you're hounding for a green suntan, I suggest we get a move on.
This is the home base of the Children of Adam, a disturbing religious cult who worship radiation and believe the Great War was divine in nature.
In the end, we are all Adam's children.
This group luckily isn't hostile by default, but they're definitely eerie, and if you encounter them elsewhere in the Commonwealth, they'll attack on sight with devastating gamma guns.
None will escape the Great Divide.
Number 4. Torrance House, Fallout 76. Another pop culture reference now, this is, of course, one big homage to The Shining. The house is named for the Torrance family, who become caretakers of the Overlook Hotel, and you can find the aptly named Overlook cabins nearby too. As in the Dunwich Building, strange occurrences will begin to plague your 76er. Like the Overlook, the house has a maze containing a skeleton armed with an axe, referencing how Jack Torrance ultimately dies at the end of The Shining. You can also find blocks spelling out Red Rum, and a tricycle like the one Danny rides through the hallways. Number 3. The Museum of Witchcraft, Fallout 4. While most of Fallout 4 takes place in and around Boston, other famous towns in Massachusetts also appear, notably Salem, which you'll find in the northwest camp of the map.
What the hell is that?
Oh my... Connors! Where's the rest of him?
This ominous building is a one-to-one recreation of the real-life Salem Witch Museum, but it's hiding a secret. A monster lives inside the museum, striking fear into the hearts of everybody who passes through the town.
My God.
In a scripted horror sequence, the sole survivor is stalked by the creature throughout the museum, eventually discovering that the building is now a Deathclaw nest. As a miniature horror level, it's a fun but frightening breath of fresh air. Number 2. The Cathedral, Fallout. Undoubtedly, the Master is one of the most disturbing villains to ever appear in a video game, and this is where he resides. For the climax of the game, you'll finally track him down to this imposing building in the ruins of Los Angeles, and will venture inside to find that, all this time, it was housing the remnants of a Vault-Tec demonstration vault, which is now the Master's base. Your party members will drop like flies once you enter, and when you reach the mutant himself, it's just you and him in a confrontation for the ages in which you need to persuade him that his plan won't work.
So what shall it be? Do you join the Unity, or do you die here?
Join.
Die!
Join.
Die!
You'll never forget the tense combat encounters and oppressive atmosphere down there.
The Unity will bring about the Master race.
Master.
One able to survive, or even
Thrive.
in the wasteland.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Sierra Madre, Fallout New Vegas.
Excitement and intrigue await around every corner. Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort.
The series went full survival horror for Dead Money, the first DLC released for New Vegas. The courier follows an ominous radio message and is brought to the Sierra Madre, a resort and casino that never opened because of the war.
Watch out for the villa inhabitants. They're difficult to kill unless you chop them apart.
There are hazards everywhere. A toxic cloud covers the entire villa. The former workers are now ghost people who won't die unless they're dismembered. There are radios that will trigger your bomb collar to explode if you stay in range of them, and there are deadly holograms stalking the halls of the casino itself. The Sierra Madre is one of the most frightening locations in the entire franchise, making the rest of New Vegas look like child's play.
I can hear the other guests screaming to be let out, to let go.
Let us know in the comments which of these locations filled you with dread.
Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
No joke.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.